What's going on, Tamers? It's your boy, Varney. Forgot to mute myself here. I might be echoing. Hold on. All right, I should be good now. Oh, wait. Maybe I don't even need to do that anymore. I don't know. What's up? Hello. We got an early registration raffle because we had a last-minute entry. Good last-minute entry. But we have officially hit 8 people, meaning that the 5 people who registered early, submitted their deck list, and submitted their payments have qualified for the early registration raffle. Let me just double check a couple things here. So last one, yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Ray was 5. All right. Yo, Varney, Panzer. Hello, Panzer. Calling me by my government name here, I see. Let's shuffle, 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 shuffle. Let's spin the wheel. Damn, coach, you stay winning, you dirty fuck. All right, all right, all right. We're gonna get this tournament started. I've got 8 deck list, 8 payments / entries. I clearly submitted at 6:30, sir. Panzer, I was looking at that. You can't fool me. You can't fool me. The difference a space makes. I know, right? Spinner to winner. Absolutely. What was I gonna say? Was 6:30 on your clock? Was it really? I don't believe you. It was 6:29, and the moment my clock hit 6:30, I refreshed and I saw 2 deck lists were unsubmitted, one of which was yours and the other one of which was Rock's. I don't have a time. I just know from when I looked at it. But if it was, then I'll just give you a... I don't know. I got you, though, on something. So just hit me up later. Pre-tournament announcements. Lucas will be your head judge tonight. If you guys need him, please tag the judge role, or Lucas, in the Tamers Battle League general channel. We will have 3 rounds tonight. Yep, we will have 3 rounds tonight. We are in the 2nd tier of prizing, meaning that the first place player will win themselves a playmat. I do have to change this. We are officially out of Champion Series playmats. I might have like 1 or 2, but we have no more Champion Series playmats, and we will not be printing any more playmats with the champion stamp for various reasons. So the only playmats that will be handed out from here on will be regular playmats. Of course, first place for this tier of prizing will also get 8 booster packs. Second place will win themselves a set of DigiGuard sleeves and 4 booster packs. We will be printing sleeving on a regular basis, so you can expect to get those. What I'll probably end up doing is print champion stamp sleeves and get those in over the playmats. As you guys know, due to various issues within the United States of America, it is a little bit of an issue to order things coming from outside of the country and have them still be a good cost for us. So that is not something we'll be looking to pursue for now. Maybe in the future we'll reinstate that again, but we shall see. Of course, we had the early registration raffle. Then there will also be a raffle to the non-placing players tonight, in which you will have your choice of $10 stored credit or a free entry to the TBL. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ping me in the Discord or reach out via DMs, and I will be there to answer your question as timely as possible. If I don't answer, it means I'm busy, so you just need to bug the shit out of me. Don't worry, I don't mind. With that being said, let's kick this tournament off, and we're gonna head across to a table. So let's find out what table we are going to be heading to as soon as I give the players their time for rounds. Oh, that's right. I need to set up an external timer. I always forget what that timer is called. Chronograph. There we go. What the fuck? Oh, reset. There we go. How the hell do I share? Okay, that's how I share. Uh, 705, 710, 750. Table 2, please. Oh, that's where you want to go. I was like, Judge called a table 2 already? Fuck, what's going on? Coach be cheating, hands are lying. Give me a high five and we Gucci. Ah, you're on the wrong side of the world, Panzer. Laugh at American. You what, mate? You what, mate? It's a little bit nippy, huh? So just a teensy bite. All right. All right. Hello, Varney, the crew and chat. What's spanking? It's crank-a-lankin'. Is DG going to do a live reaction to Digimon Con? That's a good question. What time is Digimon Con supposed to be? That's the biggest question. I assume 7. It's 10 p.m. Eastern on March 19th. A Wednesday night? That's going to be TBL. It's gonna be TBL time. I mean, we most certainly can switch. We can put it up and we can forego the for TBL. But yeah, my live reaction while working. Mike doesn't work for us anymore. I didn't know how to tell you guys. I apologize. All right, let's figure out what table we're heading to. I assume. Yep, I assumed right. And okay, that's a matchup. Ooh, Spice versus Spice. All right. We will it's most certainly looking like we're going to be checking out table 2. Yeah, let's check out table 2. All right, so I got this fun new tool that I'm so happy to have. So before I demonstrate it, let's assume the actual commentary duties, right? So on the top, we've got Coach. He is playing Chronicles. On the bottom, we have Rocks. And as you can see, they are playing Heavy Metal Dramon. Now, bear with me while I get used to this, because the first time I'm using my tool live while we're on stream. But that is a grade mon he has there. So Coach has a there. Where is it? 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 I don't know, seriously, where is it? Hold on. No, my tool doesn't work. Big sad. All right, hold on. Let me check something out. No. Why must it do this? Varney is not happy. Oh, it's supposed to be working. Oh, I think I have an idea. Okay, I think now it'll work. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, baby. So Coach has a grade mon there. And now I can just do this and boom, it's removed. I'm so happy that this works. All right, cool. Now I can bring you guys the actual card information as we're talking about them, which is pretty freaking awesome. So Grademon is the big bad level 5 for Chronicle because first of all, it lets you kind of accelerate your game plan. It just tosses a rookie into raising, and then if it's during an attack, it gets immunity to your opponent's Digimon effects and also 5k DP. So he's a big beefy 12k level 5 on attack, which is kind of bonkers. And then it has the inheritable that you can just redirect into him. Now keep in mind he would have to digivolve into, you know, an Alphamon with the buff for that to be worth it. I believe Alphamon's only 11k, but that would mean that it is a, with inheritables, what, 18k Alphamon you'd be looking at as a redirectable, unaffected by opponent's Digimon effects Digimon, which is pretty good. And then of course if they go into Oryukin, they lose that protection, but I mean, going into Oryukin is just kind of like, hey, I get to do some big bad shenanigans. Now, over on Rock's side, so we see the Digivolve into the Loudmon. That is the Loudmon from, it's looking like BT20, yes. That's the Loudmon from BT20, which is going to trash 2 cards from your opponent's hand, have one of their Digimon gain Raid and Piercing and 4k DP. So, you know, there's one thing that came up, I can't remember who said it, but somebody was like, oh, I was talking in person with this person while I was at Case Tournament. They're like, oh, Jedi's house is so dumb because like plus 3k buff to generically is just stupid, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, first of all, I think that's really good, especially the way that they give it. But like, we're kind of in this era where it's just like big, bad DP monstrosities, right? This is going to gain 4k DP, so he's 12k for the turn. That Grademon is sitting at 12k for the turn. But now Rox is going to head into a heavy metal drill. Oh, he's debating it there. Hold on. You pull that back. All right, yeah. So he's going to tap the Yuki to be able to Digivolve from trash into the... Is this the EX? Yeah. So this is the EX7 heavy metal Dramon, which is going to trash 2 cards, just yank them right out of hand. It's not optional or anything. And then it's going to pop one of Coach's opponent Digimon with as much or less DP than it. And then at the end of turn, it's going to play something out. And then for each card in your hand, you're going to remove from that play cost maximum. So this heavy metal Dramon basically is focusing on setting up the board and making it so that you can basically board spam and then use, I believe, that Loudmon. Let me look it up again real quick. That was the BT20 Loudmon. No, EX7. That's a sec +1, and then Punkmon. Oh, Punkmon and Impmon are just +1Ks. That's what it was. Everything is getting immunity from effects, so you got to big body them with attacks. Exactly, though, right? Like, it's actually making big bad boss. Somebody said that they don't like big bad boss monsters because they like a level 5 sort of game plan. And I'm like, you know what? Like, to each their own, that's fair. But for me, playing Digimon, I want my big bad to be a legitimate big bad. Harkening back to BT5 when your Lord Nightmon could easily hit, what, 18k? Gallon gets like 20. I know. Magna X can easily get up to 19. And depending on what's being played, I mean, shit, I've had like a 28k Magna. It's just so funny. All right, so Grademon is taking the swing here, and Coach taps his Kota and Yuji. This effect is when one of his Chronicle trait Digimon attacks, he can suspend a Tamer and then Digivolve into a level 6 or lower, reducing that cost. So he does head into the Oryumon, which is absolutely disgusting for this deck, because this BT20 Oryumon is a D-Digivolve 2, and then if it's during an attack, it just lets one of your Digimon inbreeding Digivolve without paying the cost, which is so bonkers. And then when it removes a security stack, or when security stacks are removed from, I should say, you just get to pop on your opponent's Digimon at the lowest DP. So this is just a nasty, nasty removal tool, especially if you don't have immunity to Digimon effects. Yeah, so they're reading card effects here, but yeah, that was a big, bad, nasty combo there. Huh. My image is stuck now. Don't mind me, I'm debugging my tool live as I use it, so. All right, so I think what I missed here was Digivolve Psychmon, play Punkmon, or Punkmon, Impmon pass. So Oryumon's gonna take the swing here. Now, if I'm remembering the effect of the Yuji here, let me pull it up. Oh yeah. So this Kota and Yuji would let him Digivolve what looks to be, oh, that is a Hisaryu. So yep, he's gonna, no, okay, I think he raised the level 4 and then used the effect to Digivolve into the Hisaryu, reducing that cost, and now he gets to go into the Ghost Alphamon, which appears on the field. This Alphamon is pretty decent in this deck, I would think, right? Oh wait, do I not? Interesting. That is the right. Oh, Coach might have missubmitted that. Let me take a look. I will be right back, chat. Actually, I'll do it after. Okay. So the nasty combo is here now because both Alphamon and Oryumon are in the field, and Coach definitely has at least like 10 cards in hand. So there's most certainly an Oryu can ace chilling in hand. Thought the Chronicle stuff only lets you even to other Chronicle Digimon. Let's check that. Yuji. May Digivolve into a level 6 or lower Chronicle trait. That is correct. That is correct. All right, I will be right back. No, he hard Digivolved into that. Sorry. If yeah, I'm remembering the what's it called? The sequencing. I think he Digivolved the Ginryu into Hisaryu off of the Kota and Yuji, and then hard Digivolved into the Alphamon, and then swung it. Yeah, this is a pretty tough spot to be in for Heavy Metal Dramon. There's no security left. You've got, it's not that these boards are like unkillable, but you can't even get your game plan going right here. And I think that's probably one of the biggest problems with Heavy Metal. The fact that because of your low hand size, it can make it difficult to do certain things within the game, especially if you don't have anything set up. So I was going to say, if you thought about swinging with that Itmon, you better think very carefully, because this Alphamon will come out and obliterate. Obliterate even more than the board is currently obliterated. I would get an ad break is when he talks about this. The TLDR, yes, it only lets you evo into Chronicle, but the Alphamon was good. It was hard that you evolved. Yep, so he just says scoop, game 2. Yeah, those boards were super oppressive for Coach. I do have the feeling that Chronicle can run around and be a very oppressive deck, depending on what it's able to do. Being able to build up 2 stacks simultaneously is something that can't be understated in today's game. So Rock's obstacle first. Gets Digivolve in the back in the rookie. Not necessarily one he wants, but a rookie nonetheless. Not that it matters in this deck. You're not really playing out, or for Chronicle, I should say, you're not really gaining memory. And then plays out the Impmon, which searches top 2, I assume, for a Yugi, and then the Dark Dragon trait. I say that, and I could also just pull this card up here. Yeah, so exactly. This searches for an evil dark dragon or evil dragon and one Yuki. I wonder if this breaks if it's sitting for too long. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I think it breaks if it's sitting for too long. All right, that's good to know. That's something I'll have to look into. So that's the Impmon that was playing. He raises the Ghazi, takes a swing at security. Unfortunately, the Ghazi ends up living for what it's worth. It's 2k and it swings into a 1k Dorumon. So Rakshta stops the Digivolve into Punkmon, which is the if you're at 1 or less Tamers, you get to play yourself out a Yuki. Now, Coach raises the Ryudomon, the dirty rat as he calls it, pops the defense Digivolve into a Ginryumon. This is the Ginryu from BT15. This is the one for Digipolice, which is going to suspend an opponent's Digimon, and then it has no Digipolice traded Tamers in the stack, so it's really just to suspend something and get that all turns when this Digimon becomes suspended and heritable, that you get to suspend something else, which could be clutch. He then Digivolves into the busted one of a Doru Greymon off of the defense training, which is the Doru Grey that grants you the godlike protection for this deck, preventing effects from deleting or reducing its DP and having that sec +1 in a heritable. Slots under the regular X antibody, and then he's probably going to Digivolve, into this, what is this, the, what's it called? BT6 Alphamon, there we go. Into the BT6 Alphamon. So big bad presence on board. Opponent might not be able to deal with it because it does have that effect deletion protection, which is what, I mean, heavy metal is all about. Ghost Rear too, exactly, Joe Mojo. The Ghost Rear Alphamon. I do think that's a very nice looking card. I might get my hands on one someday. Mike hated the regular alternate art of this BT6 Alpha, but I kind of really liked it. Something about it being like super dark, all black. Something about that just really hit. That was back when Mike had opinions. That's a whole fact. Damn, this Gazimon stays living, bro. All right, so damn, Rox is in just a tough spot all the way around here. Not finding any of the pieces that he needs. Gazimon wouldn't die to security. Digivolves into the Punkmon. This is the, what is it, BT21 that gives you blocker retail? Yeah. So you get to trash a card from hand and then give it blocker retail. So if the Alphamon swings into it, it will die, which is good to know. But then plays down the Wisdom and then just kind of has nothing to follow up with there. Your Oni Jewelry. Hey, hey, what's up? Impact Entertainment. I fucking love Digimon. So do we. Don't mind if I'm a bit quiet. Obviously, I don't have Dan here to bounce off, but more importantly, there's a tool I'm working on. The cards you guys are seeing on screen. Basically, I developed an application that lets me view deck lists while the tournament is running. And once I click on a card, I can hit a button and send it to stream, and then also remove it from the stream. That way, I don't have to search the cards like individually, like in my file system. I don't have to have like Discord open and do like a screen share. It's just it should just appear on the screen. The problem I'm having currently is it's disconnecting for the reason every so often. So it's like, damn, I gotta like refresh it like just a regular browser page like I'm back in the early 2000s. I'd be scared to swing by this deck when they have a level 6. I mean, yeah, especially for this because of how fast it can build and how much you can draw. It's definitely a fair thing. For what it's worth, I mean, that's any deck that's ace-centric, you know? You could say the same thing about Examon nowadays, if they can get their setup on board. You can say the same thing about Jesmon. I mean, if you face a Jesmon deck and they end turn on Jess or Genku, you know that they're running at least, what? And I think it DNAs, let me double check what Jesmon DNAs, or what GX DNAs with, because it might just be in name. It is, yeah, both level 6s with Jesmon and Genku in names. So they put any level 6 on the board in Jesmon. I feel like that's even scarier than Alpha. The big thing with Alpha is that they're going to do that neg 15 that lasts until the end of your turn, which is pretty hefty. Or you can ace is like a 6 memory deficit punish though. Well, yeah, for sure. I mean, that's the big plus, right? With the aces being able to essentially kind of punish big bad boss monsters. Impact Entertainment. Hey, hey, what's up and welcome. Hopping over from YouTube to Twitch, I see. The turnstile is what I'm scared of. So the turnstile is funny, right? Because the intention of Oryukin is, hey, I'm gonna neg 15, and yeah, and then it's like, also, I just removed your Digimon. I'm going to trash your security and pull 3 memory away from you, which is kind of bonkers, you know? That is definitely bonkers. I guess for what it's worth, it's perfect purple hybrid fodder. 3-color Digimon, ooh baby. But in the same way, if you guys didn't know, to blast DNA, you have to fulfill the regular DNA requirements. So the perfect example, let me pull up the Alphamon for you guys to see. Oh, I can't pull this card up. I gotta go debug that. All right, so I can't pull up the Alphamon for whatever reason, unfortunately, right now. We don't know why that is. Oh, it's because it doesn't count as... Okay, I got it. I know what's up. All right. I can send this to stream now. All right, cool. So yeah, Oryukin, you have to fulfill the condition of having a black level 6 and a yellow or red level 6 to be able to DNA, meaning that you always have to fulfill those conditions. If you have an Alphamon on the field and it gets changed to being green, you can't blast DNA because you're not fulfilling both the DNA and the hand counter blast DNA conditions. But I agree. Yeah, it's definitely super badass. Yep, we see Coach is just doing it right here. And oof. Oh man. Oh man. Yep, it's going down. Neg 15, he DNA'd, so it's gonna trash one, recover one. He gains that 3 memory. You know what's also insane about that, right? Oryumon is how much of a hard play? Oryumon's a 12 drop hard play. If push came to shove, you could essentially just be, well, I guess there's no end of turn DNA, so I take that back actually. Everything having Digimon immunity and being big as fuck. Gotta make me dust off my plasma stake? Yo, I'm not gonna lie, I don't play SecCon anymore, but I have thought about making a list basically based on exactly that. Plasma stakes, what is it? Trident Gaia. So low cost removal and then removal and trashing your opponent's security while doing it. I think it might have some dirty legs. Some dirty legs. Right. So there's a big badass stack on board for Coach. Unfortunately, he exhausted all his swings and there isn't really a way for him to attack for game here. So he's just gonna hard drop a Greymon, which does have the same effect on play as when digivolving. Obviously it wouldn't be when attacking, but it is a big thing nonetheless. So hard plays Greymon and then just digivolves into the alpha. Oh, and then he just damn. This is just overkill. He said, hold this. Double Oryukin on you. 4 memory removal for only 13k was unreliable back in BT3. That's a whole fact, Shady. But nowadays, that 4 cost removal can potentially be a +1. Crazy to think about, isn't it? But now I feel like 13 is the standard for any deck that's not yellow. Yeah. Red base SecCon, baby. Here we go. You play the Crimson Blaze for all the effect decks. You play the Plasma Stake for the low cost removal. The Trident Gaias to trash some security away. Now all you got to do is fit in some Tamer removal so you can really hate on the hybrid decks. So unfortunately, Red doesn't have much of that. In fact, does Red have anything that is useful to them? Let's see. No, I don't think Red does. It's the only thing they're lacking for. All this talk about options, all the options in the world. I think the level 5 in Chronicle turns off options. Does it really? Hisaryu is a plus security plus in +5. Grademon. I'm pretty sure Grademon is only Digimon immunity. Yeah, Grademon is only... Oh, you mean the effects and security. Oh shit, hold on. Yep, you're right. You're right, Shady. Hey, it's okay. We can still play security Digimon, you know? There's a lot of good security Digimon out there. We can just take a book out of the... Take a page out the book of Akarun. Damn, when will the abuse stop? Kosh is still swinging his big... Kosh is still swinging his big black stack, and Roxas said, I'm not done just yet. I'm still going, buddy. Ah, yes, the BBS. Love to see it. Don't you love to see it, Joe? Love you some BBS, don't you? To be fair though, it's a big black, red, yellow, green, white stack. It's got almost all the colors. It's just discriminating on blue. Rightfully so, but it's discriminating on blue and purple. I'm surprised yellow stopped getting support for when this is trash from security activate. I don't think it's so much that. I think there's when did we get that last stuff? It was BT15, right? BT16 was focused on armors. BT17 was focused on all movie support. BT18 was focused on hybrids. BT19 was, well, sure, it was cross, but tame, and also tamers. And then BT20 was basically you know, all this traded stuff. So I would look ahead to both BT21 and 22 for getting more generic, maybe not necessarily generic, but more support along those lines. What the fuck did I walk into? Green Hill. Just a little bit of abuse by the big bad Alphamon or Ryukin stack, you know what I mean? My Life is Thomas. Had to leave out the two good colors. I got to blast with two ghost rares. I saw you. It was like Danny DeVito in that meme. Anyway, so they come in and I started blasting. Thought that was a cool color identity trait. I agree. I like that part of it. It's the only reason I sold off everything yellow, but the only thing I've kept is Kentorismon, because I absolutely love the idea of what Kentorismon facilitates, and I hope they keep the new support along those lines. We got two Chronicles decks here tonight. One being piloted by the Rocks, who we see was taken down. Sorry, Coach, holy fuck, sorry. One being piloted by Coach, who took down the opposing Heavy Metal Dramon. And then we have Panzer piloting Chronicles against Analog Man, who is currently playing Red Purple Imperial. Yo, but mine has less Ryudomons. Coach, I thought you didn't like those stinky rats. I thought you'd find a way to not run them at all. I know if you put Gamamon in the same deck for me, I'd find any way to not run that Gamamon. Confirmed, Coach is a meta slave. I hate them, but Bandai made a tolerable one for once. Oh, that's funny as shit. We run the old Coda Beach. Is it for the search? Is that why you run the old Coda? Also, I want to say I can't wait to see some kind of stupid yellow hybrid list running Grademon and freaking Alphamon, as well as Oriumon and Oryukin for some sort of top end. It's gonna be so stupid. Grademon is stupid? Absolutely agreed. Grademon is kind of cracked. It's a 12k on attack with Digimon immunity, letting one of your Chronicle trait Digivolve for free with an inheritable to redirect. Sheesh. Oh, sorry. I was thinking of the wrong effect. Yeah, place one in breeding. All right, so the shenanigans happening for Panzer as he gets to blast the DNA into Oryukin Ace. Neg 15, trash one, recover one, gain 3 memory for nobody's business. Then he's gonna get to unsuspend and swing, trash another security, gained 3 more memory. You know, this Oryukin is definitely deserving of its status as a yo, they're blasting DNA. This Oryukin is definitely deserving of being called an Oryukin. It's just as nasty as the old one, just in a different way, but that's nice. Old one was like, I'll warp time and space and rewind time, and the new one is just like, yeah. If you play into this, is GGB. Interesting. So he hard drops the Oriumon, which is going to de-digivolve 2. Now, obviously, this does mean that there is no body to DNA into the Dino Bee with, which could potentially be really good. I'll be honest, Virus Imperial is something that is just a little bit beyond me in terms of what it does. I haven't learned its playstyle just yet. I have to go get my ass beat by it a couple times to learn the ins and outs. But as Coach said, yes, it is another blast DNA just waiting for him. Mind you, the Oryukin Ace does have protection due to the Alphamon. You can just trash his security to prevent it from leaving, which will also gain him 3 memory in the process. Damn, this deck is a lot more potent than I thought. Super Barrier. Oh boy, I sure do love getting 6 memory. Yeah, that's what it feels like. All right, so he opts to let the Oryumon die. So probably doesn't have the other Oryukin in hand. This is going to go into the fighter mode, the new fighter mode. I know. What timer are we going off? The chronograph. Let me disable the timer in Limitless. Yeah. All right, I disabled the timer in Limitless. I don't think it'll take effect on the current round. Yeah, but it will take effect on the rest of the rounds. He forgot to gain 3 memory. Damn, I didn't see it. A travesty. Where is this timer? It is in the Tamers Battle League General channel, Lucas. I cannot tag you for some weird reason. Why can't I tag you? There we go. Now I can tag you. That was weird. All right, if I try to send a card, will it? No, it won't. Okay, I didn't think so. Boy, oh boy. How's the Pokemon match going? It's going somewhere, Wolf. This big bad Grademon, it's just masquerading as it's a Mimikyu in disguise, you know what I mean? That's what Mimikyu does. It's got those types of shenanigans. Shenanigans. And that is time in overtime. Oh, shit. I closed that. I didn't mean to close that. Son of a bitch. I mean, the announcer did call this Pokemon back at Nationals. Yeah. I swear to McJesus, Panther is playing Chronicle. What, Ray? Do you hate Chronicle already? It's barely the start of a new format. What do you mean? What do you mean? Draw for table 3. Okay. What? Chronicle didn't do anything at all. I don't hate Chronicle. I just know he's gonna high roll me. It's obviously playing with the tops. It was intended. That's a fact. My timer broke mid-match. Anyone else? Which timer? The chronograph? Or the limitless one? I can't Evo a non-chronicle trait egg coach. Need new Dory. Oh, that's interesting. That's good to know. It was running on my side. Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. 45. 45 minutes. Ah, felt nice. Nobody is using Giga Seedramon as a top. Nope, definitely not. Nobody not named Daniel Katechis, my co-host, my partner in crime, who is not here, so I get to talk all this smack on him because he's lame and he's late on a Wednesday night when he knows that we're supposed to be hosting the Tamers Battle League. I dedicate this song to Dan. Where are you? No, I'm just kidding. All right, clock is set up. I thought this timer was supposed to be disabled. It's supposed to be disabled. All right, whatever. Let me just put that as a note. All right, we've got almost everybody at the tables waiting on one player to get settled in. Why do I have a second timer here? All right, T-minus 30 seconds till we start off the second round, and let's go check out what table that we're going to be heading to. Oh yeah, we got to check out this match. All right, we're gonna put Ray and Panzer on blast. Ray gets to either back up his shit talk or get absolutely smothered by Panzer. Oh, it would help if I put the matchup on screen. There. Oh, that's the wrong screen. There we go. All right, so Ray starts off strong, digivolves a Shoutmon in the back, and then plays Taiki Kiriha Nene Tri-Tamer from BT11, I believe. I would be putting these cards up on stream. Unfortunately, I can't because my application is somewhat kind of funky. So we'll have to do without it. I was super excited to debut it today, and it was kind of working. But sadness that it is not currently. Oh, wait, it does work. Ooh. Kind of work? I guess we'll see. No, we don't need to see. We know Panzer's gonna high roll him. All right, so Ray raises, swings the Shoutmon, hoping to die so that he can save. Unfortunately, he just feeds Panzer with the power of the X antibody, which gains him a memory, and it goes to Panzer's hand. Panzer is now set up well with a Raptor Dramon Chillin, a Coda and Yuji Tamer, and that X antibody. So next turn, he could potentially just equip, swing, Digivolve into Greymon, and then it's during an attack. He gets to do some shenanigans. I mean, of course, he does have the Coda and Yuji Tamer, but using Coda and Yuji plus X antibody will let him chain his way up into either an Alphamon or an Oryumon, which could be really big and devastating for Crosshearts, honestly. Getting a big bad boss monster on board that early is kind of a big thing. So yep, here comes the X antibody equip. The question is, does he swing or is he going to Digivolve first? That's the big question. All right, we got Panzer hesitating on the swing, and he does declare the swing with Raptor, using the X antibody effect first to go into Greymon. Greymon would let him play something to the battle area, but he has that egg there, so he is cucked on that regard, unfortunately. But it is during an attack, so he would get that plus 5k plus the Digimon immunity, and then he uses the Coda and Yuji Dual Tamer to go into the Oryumon, which would delete or would de-Digivolve, but it does nothing. It is going to check this security here, which is Hammer Spark. No, sorry, that almost looked like the Hammer Spark art. That is Z Greymon, my bad. But it is Z Greymon. He lives because he's something like 17k, and then he's going to use Oryumon's second effect, which is to pop a Digimon when the security is removed to get that Shoutmon off of the field. Now it goes over to Ray's turn at 2 memory with a Taiki Kiriha Nene, as well as a Taiki and a whole lot of cross-loaded sources. There is some level of shenanigans that Ray might be able to do with 2 memory, though it's kind of tough. All right, he goes up to 3 memory, I think, remembering the Taiki Kiriha Nene, loading in a card to get that draw and that memory gain. Promo Uko chills in the back, an interesting addition for Crossheart, using Promo Uko, of all things, instead of the regular Uko. Now, Ray does drop the Taiki Kiriha and Nene. I wonder if there was just no better play, considering that he had 3 memory. I mean, obviously, I know Crossheart is kind of... I mean, they run their share of rookies, but their rookies, I know Shoutmon's a 4 cost, I believe. So I wonder if there was maybe a 3 cost one he could have played down and then just give a little bit of extra memory to Panzer so he can have a little bit of better board presence, especially if it gets him an on-play effect. But nothing there. He just Panzer swings, and that's a Jaeger Durulumon, I believe. So nothing happens. And now Dorumon comes down for coach. Good thing here is that there is double Taiki Kiriha and Nene on board for Ray, meaning that he can go up to 4 memory if he so pleases, especially 5 if he raises that Ukomon. The big question is he's got to try to deal with Oryumon, but I don't think this Crossheart deck has de-Digivolve anymore, so... All right, so here's the Uko effect, gain a memory, hatch an egg. All right, one of the Taiki Kirihane's cross-loaders is being loaded up. What is it? Cross-load. E-Cross 6, I guess, is his only way to out it. Yeah, E-Cross 6 would do it on attack. I doubt that these modern cross lists are playing Cross 7 anymore, so yeah, I'd assume E-Cross 6 as well. Or medieval is always an option. I mean, yeah. Medieval does do the job pretty easily. All right, so here comes E-Cross 6. So a plethora of sources gets tucked under the E-Cross 6. Now the question is, what are we going to follow up with? You're going to take that swing. Shooting Starmon already did the DP neg, which I believe is like a neg. I want to say a neg 3. That's what he killed off the Darulumon with, possibly. It could have also been from the E-Cross 6 effect. But yep, this stack does go bye-bye thanks to E-Cross 6. First security check is, oh, good lord. Another X antibody in security. This is kind of bonkers. Not only is that bonkers, it's kind of a travesty. Ray just dealt with one stack with the X antibody. Now he's got to do it the second attack. Oh, look who showed up. It's my co-host, Daniel. Hello, Daniel.
What's going on? Your boy finally made it.
You're late. You're fired. As Vince McMahon would say, you're fired.
Ew.
That's exactly the way he used to do it.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Definitely is. So about that high rolling, yeah, I agree with you, Wolf.
What we got going on? What game's running?
So this is game 1. This is Ray playing Cross Hearts, taking on Panzer playing Chronicle. Ray just dealt with the first Oriumon stack, and now he's got to deal with a second stack because shenanigans are about to happen. Hisariumon does not place anything in the battle area, which is good for Ray. But Panzer will be able to get into either another Alphamon or, yep, so here comes another Oriumon. Gonna D-Digivolve 2 on that E-Cross 6, putting it back down to a... whatever, I forget what it's called. Alter Ballistamon, there we go. And then once this security is checked, he gets to pop something of his choosing, which will most likely be the Starmons. Sorry, what the hell am I talking about? I was looking at Ukomon and I called it Starmons.
Interesting, we're running Uko in Crossheart.
That's exactly what I said. That's exactly what I said.
I don't know if the deck needs it, right? Like,
that's also what I said. I was like, this is an interesting choice. but it is a choice nonetheless, especially that Uko in particular, not even the searching Uko to help you see pieces and tamers faster. So yeah, definitely an interesting choice for sure.
Yeah. Again, the way the deck works, I feel like you don't need it, but like, I mean, it doesn't hurt, I guess. You're never gonna get the inheritable of the egg, so it's like, eh. I'm sure you probably said all this already. I'm now like just catching up and watching.
I didn't say those parts, but I definitely questioned it just for fact of space, because Crossheart obviously is playing what? A minimum of 10 to 12 tamers. You've got all your sources you got to try to fit in. You already got your slew of rookies in the Shoutmons, so it's really just more of an interesting
yeah, I know.
space is found for it.
I think Gino's list was what? 4 Shoutmons and there's 4 Sparrowmon.
Free memory is always nice. I agree. The free memory is definitely a nice thing. I mean, it helped them last turn, but it is just an interesting pick nonetheless. So I wonder if, ooh, oh my goodness, yo, Panzer security is cracked. First check, X antibody. Second check, nothing. Third check, X antibody. Fourth check, this protector of light and blah 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 whatever source.
That man's high rolling.
Isn't Newegg just put cross under when attacking? Let's see. Oh, Dan, I have a tool that you can kind of use. It's not fully functional yet, but it works.
Where are the comments at? I haven't seen any of the comments on Twitter. I mean, on Twitch.
No one's talking on Twitch right now. They abandoned us. I'm just kidding.
YouTube. That was YouTube
talking on right now. Yeah. Here, I sent you a link in the chat. You can click that. It's gonna direct you to a settings page, and then you can just go back to match console.
Where'd you send it on?
This Video Ninja chat.
Oh, I wasn't even paying attention to it. Gotcha.
Do you want me to send it to your phone?
No, you're good. I got it.
Okay.
So what do I click? What do I click on?
So it should have directed you to settings, right?
Yeah.
So just go back to match console.
Match console. Ew, what is this?
And then we're at table 2, so you can just click on table 2.
You mean round 2?
Round 2, yeah. I have to change that.
Okay.
So here's the deck.
Oh, is this the deck list?
Yeah, so this is the deck list for everybody. If you click on the card, it'll bring up the card on the side. And then if you hit send to stream, it'll send the card to stream that you're talking about. You can remove it from stream. That part's still a little bit finicky, but it kind of works. Yeah, you should be able to.
I'm gonna try it out. Let me see if it happens. Send to stream. Did it send?
No. Hold on.
Damn it.
I can refresh it from my side. Try it now.
All right, let's see. Hold on, let me pick a different card. Loading sepia memory boost. Loading. It just worked. What happened?
Maybe it didn't find the card.
Let's refresh.
Oh, I might not have these cards in the database yet for whatever reason, so I'll have to double check.
For the newer ones? All right, let me go back with an older one again.
I definitely have like the BT20 cards, but some of these LM and promo cards might not be there. There you go.
Ah, okay. Cool.
And then you can hit
remove from stream,
and then it just pulls it off.
Look at your fancy stuff you got going on. And then the Cormon pops up. That's funny. I mean, the Cormon is there already.
Yeah. All right, yeah, so I got to check out Sepia. So yeah, I have a list of bugs that I need to go fix. One of them is that. These down.
Man, Tress said we on both. Yeah, I see. Should have picked Hydramon.
Music.
Uh-huh.
All right, so we got the Sepia memory boost. Event source times out. That's my two big bugs right now. Let me also change the wording of that.
You know, I just realized. I mean, do we know if the egg still activates with the Ugo on it or not?
So that's why I was telling you about this, because I was about to go look up the egg, which is called Pikmon.
Yeah.
Let's see. By placing one Digimon card with cross art or blue flare from your hand underneath, and your Tamers draw one. So yeah, it doesn't need to be traded.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
So yes, Wolf. New egg is just put cross under when attacking and then draw one.
Regardless of my point that I was gonna still make, I just realized it's Ray Ivory playing it, so no wonder why it's trash.
Damn! Shots fired.
He would need the extra help for it, that's for sure.
Hold on, do I have a voice note for this? Or let's see.
Take that!
Take that!
Look, a random dinosaur. Or you can mode pop out. And then died. Oh, scooping up. That was scoop phase, looks like.
All right, who won?
I'm not sure. I want to say it was Panzer. Sorry, chat. I'm gonna be a little low energy today. A little tired. You know what I'm saying? Hurting, aching. Plus, I found out some other shit that's kind of let's say
no bueno.
pisses me off. So let's put no bueno.
No bueno, no bueno. Who we fighting? That's right. Chat film be out. Who we fighting, Dan? Give me a sec. I'll be right back.
Yep. Someone definitely for sure. Trez. Definitely. This man, Varn, you went MIA. Something happened for him. Trez, where you from again? Hey Varney, I don't know if you realize you're muted, unless you're purposely muted.
I think Harrisburg, if I'm remembering correctly.
Oh, that's what it was? I knew it was like PA, I just forgot what part.
Yeah, it's somewhere close to me. Not necessarily you, but...
Alright, but we like an hour away.
35 outside of Philly. Okay. Not Harrisburg, but close to Philly. Yeah, so I put out that post on Facebook and Reddit to find people close to see if anyone wanted to start a locals in Lehigh Valley. No one. I'm like, yeah, this makes sense. I work in Harrisburg. Ah, that's what it was. You work in Harrisburg. I thought I had heard Harrisburg at one point.
Yeah. I knew it was PA too. I was just like, and like closer to Ross side. I just forgot which side it was. He is climbing up immediately into the alpha mod. That's crazy.
I know
that
that climbs super easily.
That was a good turn for a Panzer. Fantastic turn, I can also say.
It was fantastical.
Wasn't that one trashed? Something like that? No. Okay. He's perfectly set up for a or you can blast mode.
He is perfectly perfect, one could say.
The last Evo.
But
he has the
evolution.
And across already down 2 checks. It's looking pretty rough. Looking pretty rough for them.
Pretty rough, pretty rough, hey. Pretty rough, pretty rough, hey.
Man, it's like I got an echo right now. Jesus Christ.
Squawk. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Squawk.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
What was that? Nene for 4? My God, you're gonna give Chronicles all that memory? It's crazy.
Memory. Squawk.
You're a clown.
Clown. Pick a pancakes, 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 pick a pancakes.
He's searching. Ooh, he found it, or you can.
Searching.
Oh my God, that's annoying.
Squawk.
At this guy. Oh, he must have an or you can already.
Or you can.
There goes grade mod. What grade is he in?
As my daughter would do as she cries because she doesn't want to go to sleep. Some things kids do, they just fucking make you want to jump off the edge.
Triple Tamer on board for him? That's crazy.
Try
Triple
Tamer.
Plus a Nene. Unfortunately, he can't do jack shit.
Now watch me whip. Now watch me Nene.
All right, can he make the comeback is the question.
Absolutely.
You think so?
Not.
Okay. Man, trying to play me. He is getting a lot of memory. He has basically 8 memory to work with. What's the new option do the delay for it? Is that like similar to like the other like protection DNA type stuff?
I don't know. You'll have to look it up. Fellowship of Hope's Keepers. Let's see. It's search top 3, add a chronicle, and then when any of them are deleted by moving one of your chronicle from breeding to battle, it can digivolve from hand or trash without paying the cost.
Not bad, not bad.
Man, the old Taiki is getting hit.
I know he didn't say Taiki, he said Taki. I think he meant like Femmer.
My stupid ass.
Yeah.
Coach, just say the poop deck. We can just call it that. I call Takamikazuchi Takamika Poopy, also known as Time to Make a Poopy. There we go. I put it in chat. Takamika Poopy, aka Time to Make a Poopy deck.
Can I come to table 3? Why? Okay, I'll be back. Hello.
Hello.
What's going on? Yes, sir.
If Taiki gets hit, Doru gets hit. Yeah, I completely missed the eye, or the lack thereof. All of the Dorumon. He said, I'll punish Coach to eternity. I'll be back.
Wow. Okay, cool. Oh, Barney left. Okay. Explodes you with the force of 1,000 suns. What are we talking about here? Uno reverse card. Damn, that's tough. Royal Guard. Greatmon? What are you talking about, Coach? All right. Looks like it's Panza's turn. Let's see if he has what he needs to make a new board. That is a Volder on the board, so that's gonna be tough to deal with. Hey, Chad, did Varney say what he was doing while he left? You're so funny, coach. Got you. The triple Taiki Nene Kiryu card is putting in work for Ray over here. He might actually make the comeback just because of that
the
card.
Boulder arm? Yeah, that's pretty tough.
No, I was saying that him having the triple tamers, the triple tamer is just giving him so much advantage right now.
Right. I mean, that's the thing that lacks with the old cards, because you have to essentially play each one of them to get their effects, which is Taiki's the draw. No, Taiki's not even a draw. Taiki is a.
What are you talking about?
I'm thinking about hunters. That's my problem, because hunters tamers do that for them, but they don't have. Cross doesn't have any of those types of tamers. The tri tamers are all they have that gives them value every turn, draw, and a memory game. So yeah, agreed.
Obviously, like the Voldor arm is, keep him, doing things probably, but him hitting triple 3 of those in security or 2 of those in security, whatever it was, now all that advantage is pretty good for them.
Now I'm curious, does the new Taiki do anything for this deck that's helpful?
Yeah, as a memory setter.
No, forget about that.
And it's a searcher.
Forget about that.
And he does something else. I forget what it was.
Yeah, so it's a start of main. So the one from BT21, start of main, you can place a cross heart under to draw 1, gain 1. So you'll get access to an in-arc, the same thing as the Taiki Kiriha Nene, but in archetype.
I mean, the triple tamer is an archetype.
No, it doesn't have the trait, right? Or does it?
Oh, I think it does. It has cross heart. Doesn't it?
Taiki Kiriha Nene. All right, sorry. It does have the trait. There's something about this card that made it kind of bad. Maybe it was that.
No, it wasn't. It never was.
No.
I don't know what you're talking about. Crossheart always ran that like 2 to 3 of it easy.
Yeah. Hold on. I'll get what I'm talking about in a second here.
If you ask, you don't run it in Crossheart in Hunters though.
No, so I think that's it. So they have a Damemon, or does Crossheart have any free tamer play outside of the?
You have to always hard play them.
Right. Okay.
I think now they do, but not prior.
Let's see, Shoutmon. I guess the first thing to look at would be all the Shoutmons. Let's see. Oh, the new Omni Shout can play out. I mean, it just says card. Obviously, you'd probably want to play a Digimon, but you can also play out a Tamer card, so that's pretty good. King version. Shoutmon King version. Him and the Damemon, they only play out a Taiki Yu or Tagiru. So that was the one downside. You couldn't play out the Taiki Kiriha Nene because it doesn't get treated as the separate a Taiki Kudo.
Yeah, but that's separate. That's for hunters though. You never played those in never played those in Crossheart.
Gotcha. And you are stuck playing out all your teamers by hand.
Yeah, usually.
Which is the one downside to that deck.
But shit, if they get hit in security and popping out, free plays. This is game 3 now. I'm very surprised he actually made the comeback. Yeah, just because he started off so much slower, but those Tamers coming out of security was goated for him. There it is, off rip. Does he decide to raise? Oh no, he's just swinging. He doesn't have a champion. Oh, he does have one. Okay. I guess he wants some chip damage in. Swing effect Evo into something. Played a Ryuda on the back, pretty solid. What's happening over there?
With what?
You.
It's called being a parent.
Oh, okay. My God, another tamer security, jeez. Yeah, he gets a guarantee start at 3 every time. And then you basically guarantee start at 4.
I wish I liked, well, I guess I never watched it, so I wouldn't like it. Part of me has always kind of wanted to play Cross Hearts because it seemed like a cool deck. The idea of like Megazord-esque type Digimon monsters, or Digimon monsters is kind of redundant, but digital monsters seems kind of cool. But I could just never bring myself to actually build it. The one time I did build it, I never played it, and then I just ended up like selling it to E-Hero, I think, or maybe it was Adrian, I can't remember. And then another time I built Blue Flare and then never played that, and I sold that one to E-Hero.
Crossheart takes 0 brain power to play. Play Tamers out and then you rush out with your Crossheart dudes. At least back then, at least it was a little bit more.
Oh, here's busted one of Cross Hearts, not Cross Farts.
Hey, that was Harold's one and only locals win for Crossheart back in the day. Shout out to the boy Harold. Damn, oh, that whole stack was material save? That was crazy.
Yeah, you don't remember how busted Cross 4 was?
I mean, yeah, I knew. It just been a while.
Yeah, Cross 4 is cracked. So Cross 4 is that end of attack. As long as it lives the attack by placing
it
all
kills
of the
itself.
Evolution cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's stupid. That's why people who say it needs to come back, I'm like, no.
Nah.
Like, sure, something like Medieval Gallantmon makes it like a little bit easier in today's meta, but like, what if you're not playing Medieval Gallantmon? Like, that's still a 1-cost rush attacker that, generally speaking, has a good chance of living with like the Ballistamon.
Yeah.
Or jamming or whatever it has that keeps it alive to security Digimon. It's pretty tough.
Yeah. Y'all almost had me that one time trying to convince me that I should come back on that one pod episode.
Nah.
And now I am always, and now because Cross is kind of back into the game, I'm reminded why that shit should never come back.
That's what I'm saying. Crossfire is still a good card. Now, I get the argument that, like, yes, there was a no ban list tournament and it didn't do anything, but I feel like that's more circumstantial than
That was also pre-support too.
right. So it's kind of tough when you can abuse it a little bit easier, especially when we get to BT21 and you get that new Shoutmon, because that new Shoutmon lets you play out anything already reducing the play cost, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, the Omni Shoutmon, I should say. And that Omni Shoutmon, they already talk about that loop being cracked, let alone if you can go from that loop into a Mervamon to play out 2 cross-4s. Like, I think that's just too much shenanigans. Yes, it's a big setup, but I don't think it's worth exploring if it's something that should come back only to be, damn it, we should have kept it on the list type thing. I like that they accelerated the Crossheart archetype though, with a lot of the new cards gaining not just on deletion save, but on deletion you may place one from your hand or trash underneath and then save. So it's not as slow, and it's also just
Well,
not,
now
like, super ramped
also
up.
like the Shoutmon on deletion, you get to search, and then I think you play something too or something like that.
Oh, that's pretty good, yeah.
The new Shoutmon, super good for the deck.
Shout.
Laplace Demons.
Yeah, on deletion, search, play a Tamer card. Ooh, didn't even realize that. Search, play Tamer card, then bottom deck the rest, then save. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
On play, it may digivolve into an Omni Shoutmon under your Tamers without paying the cost. Also pretty damn good. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of free egos in there. Every time like Gino would do that to me, I'm just like, ain't no way that it's fucking free. Came back and saw cross farts. Yeah, man. The farts of crossing.
Don't lie. Y'all know you like it.
Like what? Cross heart? No.
Dan especially loves Crossheart. It's his favorite deck that he never got to play against. At full power.
Not really. I don't hate this deck though in comparison to like the other decks I actually hate.
What's the one deck outside of Mirage that you wish would get hit by the ban list?
It gets completely and utterly destroyed. Taki.
Yeah. You know what? I shouldn't have even asked that because I should have known.
And no skill last deck, yeah. I swear to God.
Honestly, though, I mean, for what it's worth, I love Lugamon, the concept, the dog, the old Lugamon, but I hate the like turn 2 high roll nature of that fucking deck and how inconsistently consistent it is. It happens way more often than you think for it to be called inconsistent.
Yeah. Dan has weird fetish, man. How's that a weird fetish? The fuck?
It's the Takamika poopy. Time to make a poopy.
And at this point, just to hear people shut the fuck up about Purple Hybrid, I just want like the support cards of Purple Hybrid to just get hit because I'm just so tired of hearing people complain about Purple Hybrid.
Yeah, I'd agree. I mean, it is definitely annoying, but there are better demons for me to go fight.
Yeah. We'll all find out, I guess. What's that, Sunday? This Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday
Whatever
or
it is.
Sunday. I can't remember what the exact timeline is, but yeah.
Yeah. You watching Digicon?
So Shady asked if we're gonna do a live stream, but that's gonna be while we're doing TBL at 10 p.m. So what we can probably do is, depending on if TBL finishes early enough, yeah, it's on a Wednesday night, the 19th.
Oh,
A
is
week
it?
from now.
For some reason I thought.
Nope.
Oh, okay. I thought for
It
some
is-
reason they said Digicon was on a weekend.
Nope, March 19th at 7 or 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, what do we thought that was supposed to be on Saturday, Sunday? Or is that when they're
That's
dropping the ban list? This
list.
Saturday, Sunday?
Yes, because finals are this weekend. So all of the big
That's what it is. Okay.
card game announcements are going to happen this weekend.
I mean, I agree too, Cascade. Don't get me wrong. Come to table 3 again? Oh, this is something else. Never mind. Yeah, no, I don't have no problem either. Hey. Coach, don't be chatting in the DCG news, sir.
Oh, do I not have that lockdown?
I thought it was.
Whoopsie daisy.
Maybe somehow coach.
No,
bypassed
it's I never fixed permissions.
But yeah, I mean, I don't care about. I love purple hybrid, so like, I don't want to get hit. I don't think it needs to get hit. If something needs to get hit from it, it's more support cards like Jack Raid or like Matt. And I think it'll be fine once it happens. But what else? Galaxy gotta go. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what else they'll hit besides those.
No, it's not about what they will hit. It's about what you want hit.
I mean, I don't really care at this point. Yeah, I agree. 100% the Galaxy loot gotta go. Like, fucking ban those cars and just make retrains and just make them straight Galaxy, and that's it. Like, I wouldn't even care if they did the same exact thing they're doing right now, but they were Galaxy traded.
All right, that's looking like it's set.
Yes, sir. All right. You really want to give a prediction, I guess. Mirage to
Yeah.
1.
Who wants predictions? Predictions aren't fun. Just tell me everything you hate. Every card you
Mirage.
want hit. Every card you want gone.
Mirage to 1. Galgamon to 1. The Galaxy Galgamon.
I hate that card too.
The
I
red.
hate that entire
red-
archetype, man.
Same. The red Galaxy Tamer. And the blue one. Just both of them. And Lulamon. What else? Balmon for Taki. I guess purple hybrid and stuff, so probably Jack Raid. Exactly, Panzer. Exactly. What else? I think that's it. Trust me. I would love it for them to be at 0. Trust me. But we all know Bandai is not going to put them to 0. HPD to 0 needs to go.
But then
What
it's
else?
not even doing anything to you right now.
I don't care. It still needs to go to 0. What else? Greymon X back to 4. What else? Could have taken game 2 if I had BT20 Dormon and raised instead of BT9. Little Rat betrayed me. Oh no, not the Dormon slander.
He said the little rat betrayed him. Oh
Yeah.
boy.
NDF is getting lonely at 0. It sure is. I agree. What else? I just hope it's just a good ban list. Not some like one card bullshit. Just hopefully it does what it's, what restriction list is supposed to do. We're probably the main culprits, right? Trying to think what else. I guess like blinding array, maybe. I don't know.
All those memory gaining cards. Fuck all of them. I don't give a shit what
I
anybody
don't-
says. Fuck every
I
single
don't
one.
have
Gravity
too much
Crush,
of a problem with them,
gone.
but I do hate though. I do hate scrambles. I wish they would put them shits to 1.
That's Dan's spicy hit.
Yeah. I do wish sometimes trainings to 2. I think that'd be like the perfect semi-limits. But I don't think that's gonna happen either. Kill all the memory options.
For what it's worth, I feel like if they were to take something like the
Mill player
trainings-
wants to scramble gone gas. No, it's not because I'm a mill player. It's because I think they help players do bad players save their game, in my opinion.
I think if they were to semi-limit all of the trainings boost and everything so that you could only play like a max of like 2 of those per deck, I wonder what that would do for deck building. I'm not saying that like
add
that
more
should happen.
shenanigans.
Well, right, but like I wonder if let's say they took all the searching ones, right, like all of like Wisteria and Red Memory Boost and the trainings, and it was like you could play a maximum of like 4 copies of these cards per deck. So it's essentially like a choice restriction. What that would force some decks to adapt to, because obviously those cards were made for consistency purposes, trying to accelerate the game and help you find stuff. I'm gonna pair off the next round here also. I'll do that in just a second. So I just wonder what it would do for deck building if every deck could only play 4 copies max, no matter if it was training, memory boost, or scramble, and kind of force them to pick and choose which one they want. And then their other 46 cards, they actually have to to somebody's point that they made on Facebook, deck build, because you can't just fill up your deck with boost, training, scrambles, etc. All right, we're gonna pair off the next round.
Yeah, that's valid. Reported Dan to Bandai for that opinion. Which one, the scrambles or the semi limits? Scrambles are fine. Sure. I just don't like them because, like I said, my opinion on what they do. They help bad players make comebacks.
Rip Sakuya then, Linkatevity. Listen, Sakuya was in a bad place no matter what. You see how these numpties are out here saying Ragnarok Cannon's won already? I know, it's so fucking funny. I can't wait to play that deck now.
Yeah, as well.
When you check trainings at security and they get the easiest clapback, I so heavily agree with that. It's like you're doing a good job playing the game, and then you hit it and it's like, damn, I really gave them that.
Or scrambles now.
I do, coach. I really would love a 60 card deck, though. A 50 to 60 card deck limit. I would love that. No, well, you wouldn't have to play, you know, 60 cards in Excel and Chronicle, but you could if you wanted to. That's why I always advocate for 50 to 60. 60 card is so purple coated. Yeah, I mean, purple would have an advantage because of how much they could draw trash, but you know, it's one of those arguments where everybody has that same kind of advantage, you know. Let's hop over to the table.
Yes, sir, what table we're looking at?
Table 1. We're gonna see the undefeated match, Quake Drop playing Takamika Puki, taking on Cross Hearts.
Cascap, I'm still waiting to know which opinion you're talking about that needs to get reported.
Green starving in the corner for 10 plus sets. Yeah, I mean, green is obviously the biggest loser by unfortunate opinion.
Why?
Why not? Green's best card, Medieval, got taken by everybody. That's a whole fact.
Hell yeah, dude. Green's best card is everyone's best card.
Yes, comrade.
What?
You never heard those jokes? Wait, I feel like I shouldn't explain that. I won't explain that. If you don't get it, say it. Waiting on Varney to start. Oh shit, I'm stupid. Sorry, thanks, Lucas. I was like, why isn't anybody starting? I'm fucking stupid. I'm so sorry.
This guy.
Well, everybody is definitely all set up and ready to go, so nobody can say I didn't give them enough time. Easy way to catapult them back to the top of meta, give them a way to force an opponent out of raising. They need stuff to suspend. All right, now that's kind of That's some pretty heavy pretty heavy shit. I would say give them tokens like purple, right? I think that's the way. Give them an Octomon like token that they can put in attack position, but then automatically suspend it. And then when something is suspended, it doesn't unsuspend. I think that's what you do. That's how you can bring it back.
Depends for the deck, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. Like for Bloom Lord, like I think an easy thing to do is to just give it a new level 5 vegetation. You may suspend one of your Digimon. If you do, play out token to your opponent's side, and then you can go in the Bloom Lord. You'll gain back memory, and you'll get to unsuspend with an Agitar. Same inherited, just different main body effect. And then you can swing over that token, which can have like on deletion lose a memory, or I don't know, something like that.
I mean, you could do possibly a similar effect to Diaborma maybe instead, where you can go Evo into the 5, suspend 2 of your Digimon to Evo into your level 6 for free.
Yeah, definitely. Better, or I should say more balanced Digisorption. Instead of just suspending the one. Well, I think Digisorption is still fine, just as long as it's not for free. I think the Digisorption for 2 is fine.
Yeah.
Nah, just print out a new Bloom Lord, honestly, a new set of Bloom. I mean, I agree, but I also think that Bloom Lord is just still really good. But they could definitely use like a Bloom Lord Ace or some sort of vegetation ace that helps. I guess yeah. Bloom Lord will be the one that's due up first for it.
Yeah, probably.
Damn, how the hell? Damn, imagine that. A whole turn, there's an ultimate and a rookie on board. You get set to 1 memory.
And it's Fenrir and Taki and trash.
Yeah.
Hip hip hooray.
What a world, man. But the good thing is that there's no Kazuchi, so he can't DNA into Takamika Poopy out of nowhere.
Yeah, we did a while back. I mean, we could do a newer one, I guess.
No,
maybe.
So I've been skirting it because I really didn't want to rehash that conversation on pod. What I really need to do is, and I haven't done it, so it doesn't make any sense anymore. But I should have just named our old pod that we did that as our, you know, ban list discussion pod. It was named pre-fest State of the Meta talks. That was when we were live in person and we talked very heavily about the state of the meta going in, what we expect to see, and then also what we want to get hit. And then the following week, we did our post Card Game Fest recap. And then Dan talked about the shit that like he would have wanted to see hit too. Yeah, it was 2 months ago. It was basically like, I think 1 or 2 weeks after the comeback pod.
Something like that. But we also did a separate one where we were talking about like what we had, like a legit pod of us talking about what can come off the ban list and stuff. Because that pod was the pod that y'all tried to convince me that Cross4 could come off.
Nah, I don't remember that one. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Krakafango. Would deck lists be shared after the tourney? Yeah. So deck lists are always public on Limitless after the tournament finishes. I haven't been uploading them to DigimonCard.io where I normally would put them, just because, I mean, honestly, the tournament turnout hasn't been the best. So I just haven't been motivated to put the tournaments up and then tell Dan to, hey, can you go do a video on these? But they will be available on Limitless. So can somebody tell me how that soul lived? Oh, it has barrier. That's what happened. Okay. Cross 4 would be racing purple hybrid like crazy. Shady, I would agree with that. I think purple hybrid has an edge though, because mill is always a big thing. If you put your opponent's pieces in trash, it's pretty big. That being said, I do agree with you.
Yeah.
We never got to play versus it. Well, you can make it happen.
The fact that this Fenrir is just a Fenrir and not a Taki Fenrir is crazy.
Not a Takamika Poopy.
The fact that it hasn't come out yet is just wild to me. Man has not seen a Kazuchi.
But I seen the Japanese format. Them cross 4s with bullets in the chamber. I bet they were. Is this like Seeker's Fenrir or is it Takamika Poopy just came back? Yeah, this is Takamika Poopy. Sorry, this is Takamika Poopy. I just want to clarify. I'm not shitting on the deck like that. I'm not. If you think I hate the deck and I'm like, oh, I don't like this player for playing it. No, I'm a big proponent of play whatever deck you like, and you have fun doing that. I just like calling it Takamika Poopy because the one time I played this deck, I got OTK'd on turn 2, and yeah, that was a fun time. Therefore, it's become known as Takamika Poopy.
Nah,
like
I hate
Flare,
it.
Right? Yes, exactly like Blue Flare. But honestly, Blue Flare is in a bad enough spot because of Medieval, so I don't got to give them any more hate than they're already getting. That's fine. I'll hate the deck for you.
Same. I'll hate it too.
Oh, that's funny as shit. All my homies hate Takamika Poopy. Ooh, a Valder arm. So what is this again, Dan? No when digivolving can't unsuspend?
No on plays.
No on plays. Okay. There's the analog tap.
Is this last round?
Yeah, it is last round. Your hate for Blue Flare has died down tremendously. Yeah, so the other day on a video, someone said this was the one where we said is Medieval warping the game, and someone said, "But what about cross decks?" And I said, "Well, Cross Hearts has an answer to it come BT21." And Leppy asked, "Well, what about Blue Flare?" Sorry, let me rephrase. He asked, "What about the other cross decks?" And I thought about it, and I was like, "Huh, you're right. Blue Flare doesn't have an answer." And then I kind of laughed and I was like, fuck you, Blue Flare. So, yeah. I kept an unplayable hand against Blue Flare playing Zafaga because it had Medieval in it, and I won. There you go. That's exactly my point. Blue Flare, you can hold this Medieval. I don't give two shits. Blue Zoid still needs an out to Medieval, otherwise it feels like a hard counter. All right, so hard counters. Because Invisimon exists as a deck, should we get rid of Invisimon because of Royal Base? Should Invisimon be put to 1 or none because bees exist? Blue Flare really have no leg to stand right now. The new support we got is it's like a torp during a tornado. Yeah, well, for what it's worth, I mean, Blue Flare and Dark Knight didn't really get anything, right? They just got like a middling level of support. They didn't even get SRs. Even in BT21, like Cross Hearts, they got a SR Tamer, and you got new, what is it, Omni Shout and a Shout DX, D-Cross?
What are we talking about?
Blue Flare and its middling level of support. Also, I asked.
The reason why Blue Flare didn't get support in BT21 because Blue Flare was
just
meant to be in BT21.
No, just in general. Just in general.
Blue Flare's support in BT19 is cracked.
Is it really? I don't know. I haven't looked at
Metal
it.
Greymon is fucking cracked.
I have a question for you. So Shady said Blue Zoids needs an out to medieval, otherwise it feels like a hard counter. So because Invisimon exists as a deck, should we hit Invisimon because Royal Base exists and Invisimon is a hard counter to Royal Base?
Clearly, that needs to go to 0. There's no questions about it.
Coming from Yu-Gi-Oh, I think it's really awesome when decks die, actually. This is only partially sarcasm, by the way. I mean, every deck has its limelight, you know? Like, I think that's the best way to put it. Some decks come, some decks go. Lord Nightmon of BT5 meta, that deck is long gone. I mean, Greymon has been gone since what, Dan? BT... Shit, you could even make an argument it's been gone since BT14, even though it got support in BT14. Because it definitely started to die off by then.
Us Greymon players don't we don't acknowledge the BT14 support.
But that's such a travesty because you got such good support in BT12. Deck was great. You were still pretty good heading into BT13, and then all of a sudden in BT14 you got this new support. It didn't do anything for you, and that deck has been dead since. It hasn't had any hard counters, but the meta is just sped up.
Ban Greymon X for no fucking reason.
Just give Blue Flare an out to the floodgate effect. Same with Invisi, just give bees an out to fight back. Yeah, but the problem with that,
nah, though, bro, it doesn't matter because that Greymon dog shit, that Metal Greymon's dog shit. from them,
I mean, that Agumon for Evo would be great. Yeah, if we had a.
If everything else was good, if everything else was good, you know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus Christ. The War Grey, Secret War Grey is solid too, don't get me wrong, but in the tie, dog shit too. Like, it just sucked that set was just so, it was really just for the one card.
Okay, so on the topic of give Blue Flare an out to the floodgate effect, so D-Brigade, that deck could potentially still do things in today's meta, but why doesn't it see any play? It's not like it's necessarily slow. It's not like it's necessarily bad at what it does, but it's just okay, right? And because something like Medieval exists and Dexmon exists and all these wideboard punishments exist like Crimson Blaze, like what happens when you get Crimson Blazed, right? When you get Crimson Blazed, I mean, Dan knows this because Dan was playing, what was it? Shine against, last year's Nats, Anubis, I think it was. You played Shine against Anubis, and you had the Crimson Blaze, and you didn't Crimson Blaze the opponent.
Oh, no, it was Fenrir. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Fenrir, and you didn't Crimson Blaze.
I dropped the floodgate instead.
And then, yeah, and he outed the floodgate and was able to play the game. And so in that sense, Crimson Blaze is a hard counter, right? But like, we don't complain about Crimson Blaze. We don't say a Crimson Blaze needs to go because it hard counters. Now, of course, yes, Crimson Blaze only lasts a turn, but I've definitely had situations where that one turn is all that matters. Or you could drop a Crimson Blaze. Even better example, Royal Knights. You drop 2 floodgates that affects Royal Knights. Can't play by effects and can't reduce play cost. And I played a match over the weekend at a case tournament where my opponent dropped both of those floodgates against me. And I was like, yeah, this is a pretty tough situation to be in. I can't really do anything about this. So does that mean that like those cards need to go or that I should have like a native out to them? Not necessarily. I have the outs that my deck provides me, but not every deck is going to have the same answer. And I think that's okay. That's the individuality between decks, and not every deck is going to play the same set of cards. Ty's Agumon is a paid is a paid actor. Why is Metal Gray Ace so cheeks? Let's not talk about Metal Gray Ace. As a new inductee to the conglomeration of Greymon players, I also don't acknowledge Metal Greymon Ace.
We don't acknowledge you for shit. No, don't do that. Don't do that. But yeah, it's such a bad card. Like, I get it. It was early on. It was early on aces, but like, damn, in that same set, you got 0 ace.
Yeah, that was correct.
And is it Magna or Angel Woman was in that set?
Magna Angemon. Yeah. Yep.
Good. Level 5 ace.
Yeah.
And then you got Lilymon, who's probably better than fucking Metal Greymon.
Somehow, they're both equal. I would say they're both equally bad, but I guess I would give Lilymon the edge just because she at bare minimum does suspend a Digimon. Then she bottom decks a 6K or lower. Metal Gray Ace is just pop 6K or less.
Pop 6K or lower.
And it's like,
ain't nothing to it.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. Hate it. Hate it.
Bro,
6K is too low. That's just a champion. Like, come on now.
No, Garuda Ace was BT15. That was with Andre Woman and Mega Copetary, all of
Garuda
which are
Ace
good aces.
Garuda Ace is better. You play a tamer for free. That's already better.
And then pop a blocker. Yeah, you know what? Metal Gray Ace.
There may not be many blockers, but God forbid there's like, a level 5 or 6 blocker, it would pop it. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like
that's what Metal Gray Ace should have done. It should have just popped the blocker.
I don't fucking know, man.
Metal
Gray's name for Gallon deck changed my mind.
Darkdramon,
why would like Cascap? Why would you play Metal Gray Ace when you have now War Growlies? Come on now.
Yeah, that's a fact. I used to run a one-of started at Cordramon. The only time it would be insecurities when I was playing around the Blue Flare. Oh no. Oh no. That's an actual travesty. Honestly, I do hate that. It's like the one, like when you go purposely low on your tamer counts because there's something that punishes you playing tamers running around in the meta, and then you play against that matchup and that one tamer pops out security and you're just like, thanks. The one time I kind of didn't want you to do that. I'm always of the mindset to buff weaker decks versus nerfing stronger decks. Yeah, I don't disagree with that mentality.
Yeah.
I mean, before Wargrowl
but
Ace,
even then, you can do both if both is like, fair, I guess you say, or at least balanced. Let's put it like that. Balance is a better word. Like if you hit the top decks in a balanced way where you're not like overly killing them or some shit like that, I think that's fine. Like
right, like for Purple Hybrid.
I was about to say the argument of Purple Hybrid. Like, why are we talking about hitting Dustmon? You're killing the deck if you do that. Like if you hit Matt, if you hit Jack Raid, that's gonna slow down the deck immensely, and you're gonna just now it's more of a probably more, it will turn more controlish because you're not going to be going as fast. Obviously, you got things to replace the Jack Raids. You got, Purple Mem Boost or Miss Mem Boost. Me personally, Miss Mem Boost would be the way to go. But you got cards to replace it, but those aren't as fast. So the shenanigans you can pull is not as bad. If I had a choice of killing Purple Hyrule or making Justimon meta, that'd be fun.
Right.
I wish Justimon could be meta. Hey, so I was playing Justimon over the weekend. It's such a fun deck.
So what would it take for Justimon to be meta, Dan, in your opinion?
Good question. It definitely needs a because the EX, the OG. So the OG EX line is so dog shit in today's world.
Right.
It definitely needs a second line of Monodramon and Strike-Dramon is the name, right? That's the champion.
Yes.
Because the old one's trash. The new one is alright. You're able to play a tamer, one or less if you have one or less tamers, which is cool. I think the Cyberdramons are fine because you got Cyberdramon from that set. You got the Cyberdramon Ace, and then you also have the Cyberdramon X. Those are all really, really good cards. Memory set, yeah, I was getting there. A memory set of Rio, 100%. That lets you do things on play because the new Rio doesn't have an on play effect either. So you have to wait to the start of your main phase to activate something. And honestly, Justy Ace is so good. That's such a really good card.
I agree. Reading that card, it's insane.
And I think Justy X is just as good, being able to take whatever Justimon's one Digivolving effects, so you could get both of Justy Ace's effects. Or you're getting, if you have... I think they also need a better... the mode changes. I forget what they're called.
So, Justy
Excel
Ace,
Arm.
Yeah, Justy Ace is Blitz Arm, I believe.
Yeah, he's Blitz Arm.
And
so
then
they need a better,
like, so it needs a better Excel and Critical Arm.
Yeah. They need a better version of those because, God, they're trash. So that will help. I think with that, plus, better ways to use the options for free. in like maybe the Kamehajimon spot, like, hey, play
So
they're getting a new Justy form. No, I don't know. They have Justy X and Justy Ace. That was the newest one.
yeah, I don't recall seeing any new Justimon support.
Yeah.
So answer me this, Dan. What would you say is the biggest weakness of the deck right now that would prevent it from being meta?
Consistency.
So in a hypothetical world, not saying that this is what they should do at all, but in a hypothetical world, if you had an option card, like if one of the devices, say, search your deck for a device and add it to your hand, would that fix the deck's problems?
Oh, that would be pretty good. Yeah.
All right.
That would definitely be pretty good. The only thing is they already made all devices in the game.
Well, they can all, obviously they can always put in other ones, but I was just saying in general because
that's all the devices. Like that's all devices they have, unless they make brand stanking new.
Right, that's what I'm saying. They could just make brand new ones, but that's besides the point. I was gonna where I was leading to next is the Sukuyamon problem. With
slap Justimon with an advanced deck. Yeah, for sure.
Right, exactly. Obviously,
yeah, that's
not going to get
a
in-depth search like that. It's not going to search the entire deck for one. But if we got something where it's like, it's not, first of all, I don't think it can be tied to a Digimon effect. I think shit like that sucks ass. I think that's one of the things that makes Sukuyamon so bad that you're like, do I want to Digivolve into this Cubimon that searches me for my plugins or that searches me for my cards? I would rather just have an option card that's like a delay effect to search and then do something else when you activate.
I wouldn't even say like you don't even need that. I just think like if they make a new line, so cool, we have one Monodramon that searches. Maybe the other Monodramon is also a starter main, maybe trash a device in your hand, gain a memory, draw one or something.
Right.
So you can start filtering with your effects, or even just place one, like the Rio, so another card that lets you place, or even like the Strike Jumon, like when Digivolving or when attacking, place a device, so that you could set up for your Rio play to be able to do the effect to trash 4 to play Cyber Jumon for free.
Right.
And set up your Cyber Dramon to be able to swing and then trash the device. So it just needs more ways of setting up the board state too early on. So it's just legit just Rio, and that's it.
So yeah, so a Rio with an on play, look at top 5, put a device in your battle area. Start of main, memory setter.
I wouldn't do top 5. That's a bit much because you're bottom taking a lot of stuff if that's going to be the effect. I would say top 3.
Top 5, place 1, and then add a Dramon.
Make
it an updated version of EX2, because EX2 is good for searching out your Dramon pieces, but then it bottom decks your devices. So if you get a top 5 search and you add a Dramon, and then you get to place a device in battle area, and it's a memory setter, I think that's well worth its cost. It's basically Davis for the deck, or a TK for the deck.
Be
a 5 cost memory setter?
No,
nah, because Davis and TK be putting in the work for being a 4 cost.
Usually the 5 cost ones always gain in memory. If you're saying he doesn't gain a memory, then he's fine as just a memory setter to have that as an on play, because that's all you're doing. It's just doing that, and then memory setting.
So if that's what you're saying is all the deck is missing, though, do you think Justimon is a tier 1.5 deck?
If it gets consistency pieces, yeah, I think it'd be
without the consistency pieces.
You can because if you think about it, you're running so many devices. It's hard to fit trainings unless you're willing to cut those other devices out.
That's a fair point.
And you're right. You're currently already low on your like Digimon count. That's why I say it's kind of like needs consistency, because you're going brick. You have a better chance of bricking that type of deck. Like legit, my build is 8 rookies, 8 champions.
I got it, Dan.
And the old EX Strike Jumon is dog shit. So it's like you don't ever want to see it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just there just to be there because it's our name. And then my 5s is it's 7 or 8 too. And then heavy on the top end because I had 3 Justy Ace, 3 X's, 1 XL, and then 1 or is it Critical Arm? I think it's Critical Arm. I don't remember which one it is.
Critical Arm even worth playing?
It's whatever the one that's the better version, the better one.
Because Critical Arm is just pop a play cost 9. At least
XL Arm. It's not that one. It's XL Arm. XL Arm. It's
it gives you sec +1 in piercing.
Yeah, it's that one. It's that one.
I'm not gonna lie.
No.
I was not on the Justimon train before, but believe it or not, the one card that made me like, damn, maybe I should play Justimon is legitimately Blitzarm Ace. Like, Shady said that card is underrated ace. I think that's an underrated card, period. It just reads to be really fucking good.
Just popping a, you know,
Pop an options
is goated.
Right. And then also immunity to Digimon effects for a turn, whether it's on their turn as an ace or your turn, also being an ace is really good. I don't think that should be understated at all. I could
definitely see like the way the game's going with the options. I could definitely see just the ace just being like a throw-in as like a secondary, like a backup for a black deck or something like that as a ace option.
Literally every black deck that I play, like Galactic, when I'm playing it next set, best bet, we'll play like 2 of these bitches, especially for the mirror. I think that's going to be like super crucial.
The cool thing about the ace Gray Spectre is that you can blast Evo over a critical arm and Excel arm, so that's kind of why I have the critical arm.
Oh,
it's just
that's
a fair
point.
So like the cool play is, even though you might overflow, if you can pop off and swing or something, you know, you Evo into the Excel arm over the blitz over the ace, you bounce your ace back. Obviously you're gonna overflow, but then on your opponent's turn you can just re-Evo over it with the blitz arm, which is pretty cool. And then you just continue comboing.
Varney, stop before it's too late. Nope, it's too late. I'm feeding into the Justimon hype. I'm getting it, but not from the Power Rangers perspective, just because I think the archetype is actually pretty fucking awesome.
I mean, I think it's a cool little road deck right now. Like you can also OTK with it too. It has OTK potential.
How so? Because of the EX2 Blitzarm?
Nah, that's your dog shit. I have it as a one of just try, but like I hated it every time I saw it. So you can go, if you have X anybody underneath, you can go just the ace, swing, effect to unsuspend, effect of X anybody, even to just the X. You're swinging for 2 checks off the rip, off of that.
Okay, yep.
And then you swing again, effect, unsuspend, swing. That's 6 checks.
What effect are you unsuspending off of?
Just the aces effect. You pop an option to unsuspend.
Oh, okay. So you use
and then just the X.
When
just the X gains.
Got it.
So when you swing with just the X, you get when Digivolving is both when Digivolving, so you can activate the effect again.
Oh, that is cracked.
Yeah.
You can get 4 swings in a turn. Ace.
No, it's 3.
Ace into just the X, unsuspend. Swing just the X, unsuspend again. Because of the attack, you can swing again. Oh, right. Okay, so the end of your turn, this Digimon may attack a player. Okay, yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, so you could do 6 checks off the one just the X.
Yeah,
which is cool. Like obviously because it's 6 checks. Like if they're at 5, you're never gonna kill them just because the way the math works out.
Right.
Unfortunately, even if you have the Cyberdramon X that trashes a security,
well,
you're still setting up.
If you have that Cyber X, then you're set up well.
Oh, well, yeah. Actually, wait. Yeah. So, trash first one, swing, unsuspend, swing, unsuspend, swing. Yeah. So, yeah, that is the OTK. Yeah.
So, what's your Cyberdramon lineup? I assume basically Ace and Cyberdramon X?
No. The new one is pretty good, too.
Oh, rush collision when attacking, trash. If your opponent has an unsuspended Digimon, this Digimon attacks a player.
So I think I have like a
okay.
3-2 split or something like that. I don't remember what it is right now.
All right, I'm on the cope train. It's time to go buy the release event foils.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. This is the road I got led down.
Yeah, so I need to somehow fit in the OG X Anybody into the deck. Because I think it's just way too good not to play for that.
Cyberdramon has EX8 foils. Oh boy. Mike's gonna yell at me, and I'm just gonna say, listen, we can all blame Dan for this. He's starting me. I'm building ghosties right now. I'm also in the middle of building ghosties. I gotta go fish some cards out of my bulk.
Did I just hear Giga Seedrable?
No, what?
You said fish.
No. No, I didn't.
I'm kidding. You say
No,
you're
I
going to fish
didn't.
some cards out. You say you're going to fish some cards out, sir.
Stop it.
So you know you fish out Seedramon, you know, in Digimon World.
I do have to pick up 2 more Giga Seedramons though. But like, if Purple Hybrid is such a problem, you don't want to hit it, I would just buff the crap out of Black or Gray and bring Tamer hate. Well, sure. I mean,
agree.
That should happen regardless, though. You know, I don't think Black or Gray alone would stop it. Because obviously Greymon X isn't enough, and then you would have to give it, you know, an updated accelerated line. But then you just make Black or Gray the new big bad, right? And there's always going to be a big bad. You're rarely ever not going to have a big bad. So like, somebody has to take the fall for being a big bad.
Hey, don't make me go on my Black or Greymon spiel.
Black or Greymon is trash.
Hey, don't respect.
You said the EX2 Cyberdramon is AS, right?
Yeah, I don't play. I'm not playing that.
Started building Aquatic after they announced Yao support in BT22. Hopefully I can play Blue Ryugu Control. Hey, that Ryugu stuff looks fun. I just want my Puppet Central support. Hey, she's getting a new Mega in BT22.
They confirmed that?
Yes. Her and... was it Violet? No. Hold on. Let me look.
I thought it was just Yao. I know it was Yao and Close, wasn't it?
Oh, was it Yao? No, they definitely announced.
Ariza and Violet. That's what Cascap said.
Okay, there you go. All right, I got my Cyberdramons in the cart. What else do I need to buy? Yao for BT22, or sorry, Yao Arisa for BT22, Close for EX9, and also Arisa's sister in EX9. There you go.
Ah, okay.
Instead of giving Central its well-deserved level 5, 6 aces, we're getting an entirely new body. Monodramon does not have any foils. I really should stop rooting for Digimon side characters, man. Yo, honestly though, that's a fact. Sometimes it's hard. It's like, damn, do I really want to support you? Because you're just a side character, so I know you're forever relegated. You're forever in the dumps.
I mean, that's not wrong though. You shouldn't root for him because you know, Matt Sheeta is a bum ass side character who had a tier 1 deck.
Bitch. Yeah, he is a bitch.
Thomas is just as much as a bitch, and he's a side character who's a tier 1 deck. So you know, you can be a side character and be a good deck. Izzy, the true boy, the true BFF of Tai, has a really good deck. Phoenixmon is a pretty solid deck.
Varney, if Justinmon gets the next advanced deck, your investment is going to super pay off.